Hi guys. Hola, hola, hola. ¿Cómo está? Hey Anna.
Hi.
Hi. Shoes. I lost track of time. I looked at the time. I'm like, oh my goodness. I can't believe it's 5 o'clock already. Hi guys. I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness. I can't get this time right. But I was busy cooking, so I lost track of time. But I'm sorry. I'm here. I made it. I made it to the party. Happy weekend. Happy Saturday. How's your weekend going? How's life treating y'all? Welcome to Let's Talk with Miss Fee. My name is Felicia. I am your host. We are going to jump right into it. I already have your banner on. You guys, I had to do everything in less than 10 minutes. So I'm here today. I did not suggest this topic. So whoever suggested this topic, they better make it on here now. We are talking about bedroom issues. You're probably like, yeah, about to talk about the bedroom. Yes, 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 yes. What's his name for it? Um, so let me tell them in the group chat that we are like, I don't know. All right. You guys are gonna hear my family in the background. They are fighting over candy. Hello, Shooter Rafa. I tried to find you the other day. Thank you for sharing the heart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for coming to watch our show. You're more than you guys. Let me pin the link in the comment section. I almost forgot. If this topic is interested to you and you would love to be a part of it, please, please, please come alive. Let me check down the volume here. You guys, I lost track of time. We're gonna jump into it because I don't want to be here all night. So, in this topic first, um, there go the link. It's in the comment section. We are jumping into it. My people, y'all come on. Let's talk. Let's talk about it. Okay, let's talk about this. Um, these common issues that are causing up problems in our relationship. Let's talk about it. Hmm? How about that? Let's talk about it. See how we can solve those problems, or we can learn how to live with those problems instead of us running off. Are you a track star? All right, you guys. What a wonderful week it was. It was busy, but not so busy. Very productive week for me, to say the least. Thank you. What's his name? Shooter Rafek. Is that how you say your name? Thank you for coming and watching. We appreciate you coming on here and watching with us. If you can share the show, that would be great. We'll greatly appreciate that. You guys, as always, before we get started, we're going to do our due diligence by sharing the show and inviting others to come on. So please, I don't ask for much. All I ask you guys to do is share it. You know, share the show, share the show. Let's see if everybody's on here yet. No one's on here yet. So let me share the show so we can get started. Okay. And if you want to give me a start, I'll greatly appreciate that. We're coming up to 1 year. Um, this week, my plan is to um see what is it? Send 10 group star gift. Oh, is that a group? You want me to send stars? I'm a little bit confused what he's saying. Do you want me to send a group stars or sharing a group so somebody can send me a star? I don't know. I'm confused. Do you want to come on? The link is in the comment section. Click on it and come on. Let's talk. Let's talk about it. Today we're talking about all the bedroom issues everybody going through. Yeah, come on. Yeah, come on. Yeah, come. Do, 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 do. That's my daughter's favorite sound. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Baby shark. Okay, okay. Let me share the show while I wait for this gentleman to come on here. If not, you guys, I'm just gonna rant a little bit and then see what I know about that topic and talk about it. But I think it would be great for the person introducing this topic to be on here. But it's okay. We're gonna wink it. Okay? We're gonna try to make it work. Welcome to Let's Talk with Miss B. Oh, Rafak is gone. I'm sharing the show, you guys, so we can get started. Okay. I'm sharing the show so we can get started. Let me share it. Let's get more people to come on so we can have the conversation. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. And then we're going to talk about some of the ideas and app we're about to run about. Be on the lookout, you guys. Be on the lookout. Our 1 year anniversary of Let's Talk with Miss Fee is coming very soon, which is last year, 2023, September 29 was the first day I went live on Facebook officially, if I'm being honest.
Can you hear
Um,
me?
yes, I can hear you.
Hello?
I'm just, yes, can you hear me? Hello? Oh, she's gone. She's gone. You guys, welcome to the show. I'm just sharing it. Let's share it quickly. We're gonna be here till 6:30, maybe 6:45. Try to get this show started, and then we keep it moving. Tomorrow is church. We gotta have a limit on this show. Um, we start and we end in 1 hour. 1 hour. 1 hour. So tell me a little bit about your week. How's it been? Someone send me a private message. Oh, Anna's coming up. Oh. Hey, can you hear me? Is my audio good?
Yes, your audio is good. I hung up because I was saying hello, hello. You couldn't hear me. I was saying I spoke to Jimmy. He said he'll be joining shortly. He was
Oh,
joining.
okay.
Yeah, so maybe you
Yeah,
should
I'm
go
just
ahead and
sharing the
start with
show.
your
Yeah, I'm just
sharing the
sharing the
show
show
and
right
then
now.
talking about your giveaway plan while we're waiting for Jimmy.
Yeah, so you guys, um, the plan is 1 year anniversary. We're actually gonna do a show very early. Oh, what is that? Something just made a funny noise in my house. So we're coming up 1 year in September 29. But September 29 is on a Monday. So the 28th, please mark your calendar. We're gonna do something a little bit different on here, something really cool. We want to tell you guys thank you for sticking with us for 1 year. So, um, those that are out of the country, because we just figure what we're about to do might not benefit people that are in the US. So I don't know if you want to join in and share with your family member, I guess. But we are planning a big show that's gonna happen on the 28th at 12 p.m. We're still putting it together, but it will be where people can call in to our WhatsApp number and win some prize. I don't know what that price looks like yet, but you win a prize. You call in, we'll have questions. We'll call Q&A, and then you just answer some questions. So if you've been with us from day one, rocking along and sharing and but the rules would be there. You got to make sure you're following us and you're sharing our show and you're giving us stars. Or even if you can't give us stars, you've actually participated on this show. So there'll be rules surrounding it, but mostly we want it to be fun and we want people to win a little few token from us. So we're still putting that together. We don't know what that looks like yet. We're still putting it together. Just wanted to share. And now I'm done sharing the show. So if you would like to join the show, the link is in the comment section. You're more than welcome to join the topic tonight or this evening. We're talking about some common issues that ruin relationship or marriages across the nation. So you're more than welcome to come and join us. So let's talk. Let's just share the show. Let's just have fun. You guys, my stream here have actually been acting really, really, really bad lately. And I know I shared this to more than 7 areas. So it's just saying I shared it only 7. But yeah, 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 you guys, this is crazy. Shooter Star said hi, 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 hi. How are you? All right, so let's jump into it. I think I share this to multiple platforms. I don't know why it's showing me that. Okay. I don't know why it's showing me you. You guys. You guys have to share it. You guys got to share the show. Share it, share it. Please share. Share the show. Share the show. Invite your friends. Let's talk about it. All right, it's almost 5:30. We're gonna be here exactly 1 hour, you guys. I have a very busy schedule. So we're gonna be here for 1 hour. So please invite your friends, family, brother, sister. Tell him your girl, your favorite girl, Felicia Fifi is live. Let's talk with Miss Fish. Miss Fee is live. Miss Fancy's here. Come on, let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. Feel like I'm selling something. I guess I am. Let me pull up a little note I have here. Let me pull up my note. All right. So I really want the person who gave this topic to be here, but let's just get it started. Um, so we all know that many people, when they go their separate ways, this is when the good, the bad, the ugly, everything comes up, right? So when relationship ends, when relationship is going good, I don't think I don't think anybody really talk about those issues that they have during the course of that relationship. I think most relationships, everybody started to really see what really happened after the fact. Everybody have gone their separate ways. And some of the issues that many people talk about is compatibility, intimacy in relationships. And that's where this topic is leading us to for today. Hey, Riverside Pro, how are you? He said, greeting from Riverside County, Wisconsin. All right, he's watching from work today. Oh, no. I mean, make that money, man. Make that money. You guys, I'm going to eat my candy. I'm eating some her candy, but let's jump into it. Welcome, welcome, Riverside Pro. Always great to have you on here watching or participating any way possible. It's great. So, sexual compatibility and satisfaction is one of those issues that I think many people tend to talk about after the fact of their relationship. Again, just disclaimer, this topic might get a little adult, I guess. So, if you have your little one watching around you, I don't think it would be a great topic. We will try to be as honest but yet reserved because I honestly don't think when we're doing this type of show, kids should be around. But then again, that's me. So it's up to you to each their own. Just want to put that disclaimer out there and warning what this might go because maybe you don't want your kids to know about intimacy, those type of words and stuff that might be thrown around during this type of show. So just want to put that out there. If you don't want your kids to watch this type of stuff, please don't. Please don't. Shooter, I don't know if you're saying I should send you stars or are you sending me stars? I'm a little bit confused. If you're the one sending me stars, Chris, thank you, thank you, thank you. Or are you encouraging other people to send stars as well? I don't know. So let's jump into it. Today's topic is if you're new on here, welcome to Let's Talk with Miss Fee. We've been running this show for a little bit, going to 1 year now. In a couple of weeks, we're going to be 1 year officially. But on this platform, we talk about all things sociable, those real life situations that actually affects your lives, your daily life, or something you might come across and things like that. This is what we do on here. If you're somebody who's into the whole gossip thing and the whole, I enjoy those shows. I'm not gonna lie, you guys. Sometimes guilty pleasures, I watch those, but this platform definitely is not one of those. So if that's stuff you're looking for to watch, we probably might not be your best bus stop. But we do encourage you to watch and share the show as well. There are some things you might learn and some things we ourselves could learn from you. The link to the show is actually pinned in the comment section. If you would like to give your input and you don't want to put it in the comment section, you're more than welcome to join us. Or if you just want to join us on stage and give your opinions so the whole world can see you and hear you, you're more than welcome to join us. So with that being said, let's jump into the show. You guys, this candy is not gonna help me out. So let me take it out of my mouth. I thought I could, but I can. It's those Jolly Ranger that makes your jaw like. Anyways, let's jump into it. So I have a little bit of a note here that said being sexually compatible and satisfied is often very high on most people's list nowadays. A lot of people when they are looking for a relationship, they're talking about sexuality. because that's the most important things for them. And some people, they're looking for that partnership. There are a lot of things people look for, but when we enter into the bedroom, that is a secret spot that I feel like a lot of people don't want to touch on, especially in our African community. We call it so private, but I don't think it's so private in the 21st century. So, what are some of those common issues that most people complain about? I think most women don't really truly, if I'm being honest, I don't think most women truly say their piece on like how they feel about their intimacy level in their relationship while they're in the relationship. I think women always try to protect their partner and keep those things very sacred and private while the relationship is going on. But I also think that once the relationship ends, this is when women become very vocal and they start to talk about things that were displeasing to them during the course of that relationship, especially in the bedroom. So when we think about bedroom, I know in our group chat, everybody was talking about, are we talking about sex? No, you guys, not just all of that. So intimacy could be like, holding your partner, cuddling, and just laying there and having those very private conversation in that moment where everything else, the whole world is quiet and nobody's listening. And it's just both of you guys. If you have kids, your kids going to bed. It is a quiet night. And I think when people start to look at those side of their relationship and just share that very, that moment where you can really be heart to heart about your partner, not talking about just work, just talking about just both of you, how your relationship is going and how things are going. I think it's very, very helpful as well to do that. So not having that, those could be some of those issues because sometimes your partner might want to vent or say certain things to you that they do not like, and some of those issues could possibly be one, how you dress to bed, right? I know when relationship first started, you guys were all guilty when this topic was brought up in a group chat. I literally laughed because because you guys, I'm gonna be transparent. So about 2 days ago, I think since I started having my kids, I really don't think about what I wear to bed anymore. I just whatever I can find, top wrap my hair, and I'm going to bed. So I think we just had this conversation a few days ago, or like actually like this morning. I think early this morning, my husband was like, "Oh, I like that other pajama that you wore to bed the other day. It was very nice." And I'm like, "Oh, I never really." So last night I wore, I don't know what I wore. I wore these shorts, but then I wore a shirt and I was going, it was like, "That's what you're wearing to bed?" It's like, "Yes." And he didn't say anything. He's just wearing to bed. It's like, wow, that's what you're gonna wear to work. But it looks like a workout pants. And those could be, I'm laughing about it, but on a really serious note, that could be some of the issues as well that people. I knew River says for a couple of advice for Sunday. He said for all the bedroom issues that may ruin a marriage, I think lack of sexual urge by one partner is on top of the list of modern women. Old school guy like me won't really care. River says, bro, I know, I agree, I agree. What's up? Jimmy, where you been at?
What's going on here?
We just trying to dissect this topic you two on here today. That's all we doing. That's all we doing. If y'all can hear my colloquy, you don't understand, please type your Liberian friend. I'm here to explain it, okay? I'm here to reinvent anything. But you guys, the man who brought this topic, who's trying to get me in trouble on Facebook, is on the show. Let him take it over.
But why is Anna hiding her face?
Anna, Jimmy wants to
Yes,
see your beautiful face.
I'm wearing my nightgown.
It's actually 5:40. It's actually 5:40 at your end, and you already wearing that gown. What else?
Yeah, she ready to go to
What?
bed. She's
It's baby,
tired.
come to bed.
It's like the weekend. God made it weekend special for you.
Jimmy,
God
don't
just
let us start no trouble here. I beg you, yeah. I
God just
beg.
make this. God just make this. I call it Friday the 13th weekend special for Anna.
Listen,
You
speaking of
already
Friday
know.
the 13th, yesterday, while I was at work, we were in the elevator. You got the elevator stopped. We were like, we all looked at each other. I looked, I was like, this elevator, let's start. I am not staying in here forever. But yeah, let's get started because we're not gonna be here forever. The store is gonna end by 6:30. So let's jump into it. I kind of started already. River Cespro is ready for us already. So, Jimmy, welcome. I started out by talking about, some of those issues that might ruin, relationship one. And I gave myself as an example. I don't know if you heard or you were listening. Basically, recently we were talking about, my husband and I were talking about, my choices of pajamas, how it have changed over the course of our relationship. I guess I hope it's not ruining our relationship, but I mean, so 2 days ago, I think I finally got into my clothes. Things are starting to fit again. So I found this really nice one. I think I surprised him, so I wore it. And then he
Mhm.
didn't say anything. I guess he liked it. So yesterday, I wore my old little one, and then he's like, he's like, oh, I really like the other pajama you wore the other day. It was really
Ah
nice.
yeah,
They
ah
only notice
yeah,
it once in a while. Some of us and where they don't notice.
ah yeah.
So, but then the one I was wearing yesterday, he's like, "You wearing that to bed?" I said, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, okay." And then this morning, he's like, "I really like the other pajamas you wore the other night. It was very nice."
That's my man. That's my guy.
So when Jimmy put this topic out, I was laughing. I was like, "Oh Lord." I guess pajamas is another thing that could ruin a relationship.
Ah yeah.
So, John Ross, how many birthdays do you have? Every time you come on my live, you say it's your birthday, you're 35. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear John. Happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Every time he come on here, he said he's John always says it's his birthday. This is the second time I've seen him on this show. He said he's turning 35. How many birthdays do you have, sir? You have the Africa one and then the American one. Oh, just asking. Just asking. All right, Jimmy. Why are you hiding again? So, River Says Pro, well, all joke
Oh,
aside, let's get to it. River Says Pro said, of all bedroom issues that may ruin marriage, I think lack of sexual urge is one partner is on top of the list of modern women. Oh Lord. Old school like me won't really care. Don't call yourself old school. Man, you just kind of took it out
oh.
of the park. So Jimmy, get started. Let us know. Let's hear from the man himself. What are some of those things? You're the only man on the show that ruins relationship. Before we get back to the comment section.
You know, it's very good that we have this discussion. I believe, first of all, Facebook don't allow children
Mm-hmm.
to have an account, so that means our platforms audience are supposed to be mature people.
Right.
So common bedroom issues that may ruin a relationship or that ruin relationships are, most people first thing that comes to mind is sex. Yeah, sex is just one of them. But there are also simpler issues that can ruin a relationship.
Mhm.
Number one, the lack of partnership in the room. You know, relationship is supposed to be partnership. That means we're working together. Okay. And that means if my woman wakes up early in the morning and she has to go to work or she has to go somewhere and I am in there, when I wake up, at least I should be able to tidy up you know, I should be able to tidy the room, put things in perspective before she gets back. Then I should be able to help around, help around the house. You see, we overlook many men or women overlook those simple things, okay? But they play major roles in relationship. So that's just one of it. Number two, personal hygiene. Personal hygiene. You know, for example, armpit. Uh, many people like me get turned off by just bad smell. See, bad smell. And some people, no matter how you tell them or no matter how you try to help them, they they take offense instead of accepting and allowing you to help them overcome that without it being handled properly can ruin your relationship. Armpit, you know, bad mouth smell, and groaning the yard, groaning the yard. You know, you are muted. You are muted.
Be careful. I don't want you sleep in the cold. The cold season coming. Hi, Yaka.
I've been sleeping in that cold. I've been sleeping in that cold, for a long time, so it's not an issue. But some men, some of us, we don't, clean our yard. I'm not
I
going.
think I think Rivers said for you understand all the proverb.
What was that process?
Rivers said for mama, pastor, brother, don't do that, man. You understand that, man. You don't know what that mean cleaning the yard.
If Ross said,
He's like, oh, okay, got it now.
you know, see, see,
Yeah.
see, see, see,
Uh-huh.
nobody like to walk on a bushy path to enter the house. You see, so
Oh, yeah. Yo, that can be disclaimer if you have your kids around you. Please, I said it earlier. Take them away. This is a mature topic, okay? Very
yeah.
sensitive. Please.
hmm So, you know, before we bring insects, we have to consider some of the things that lead to you know, having or not having it at all.
I see. You
You
just
see?
jumping right there, right? You just going straight to it. You ain't playing.
see,
Uh,
see,
I'm listening.
even the backyard need to be clear, the front yard need to be clear, so that it will encourage people to enter the yard. You
Hmm.
see? So, so I call it proper hygiene in a relationship, in the bedroom is very, very
Right.
important. It's very, very
Absolutely.
important. You see, it's very, very important. But unfortunately, a lot of us are so careless about it. You know, how will you feel? How will you feel? You know, somebody want to hug you or even kiss you, but they are uncomfortable with your smell. You know,
Wow. It could be a culture thing, though. Wow. That's interesting.
you see, maybe the first time they may say, oh, maybe as well as they may consider it, they may take in the embarrassment for the first time. But if you come back again the second time, the same thing, the third time, the same thing. Come on, man.
So my question now, right? Let's just
Hmm.
say that issue is there. How do you
Yes.
think is the proper with the person that's actually let's just for the sake of the argument, we're just gonna find one. Let's just say
Hmm.
the woman is the one having that issue, hygiene issues, right?
Hmm.
And that person is someone who whatever you tell them get offended a little bit. How will you word it to your partner?
You know,
That's an uncomfortable thing to talk about.
for me, any guy that means one, that means well for a lady, we
Mhm.
will definitely be open to her. You see,
Right.
uh, so see,
Hmm.
like me in my case, if that happens, there are several things I can do. Number one
Hmm.
is I I believe in surprising people, and I believe in being open to people. So like, if you come over to me, I tell you, I say, let's take a shower. Let's
So
take a
let me
shower.
tell you, I understand, right? Because some of us are in the health field, right? Sometimes it's not just as we seem is on the surface as taking a shower. Sometimes it's
Yeah,
medically, right?
yeah.
So
So
just taking a shower might be something that you do in that moment, but that sometimes that may not solve the problem.
yeah, so if it is the first time, if it is the first time I say I take a shower, maybe you come from walking around, or you know that may have caused that. For the second time, you know, then I begin to, I begin to have an open conversation. I begin to have open conversation and ask you, do you have any, you know, uh, do you have any reason why? Do you know why this is happening? You know, do you know why this is happening? And some people will not be open, but if you mean well for that person, if you mean well for that person, you have to be, you have to be persistent with them. You have to tell them that, this is curable. It can be handled. You know, let's try this and see what happens. And you know what? If the person actually understand that they have that problem and they don't feel insulted, you know, yeah, both can work together and you can help them out. Okay, you can help them out. You can show them. Because some people, they have certain issue, but they don't want to discuss it with people. But they really want it to be handled. They really want it to be handled. But so if you open up to somebody like that, they will, they will be happy.
Okay.
You know, they will be happy.
Okay, so for the sake of time, I think maybe we should list a lot of things and then we start to break down how do we how are those things, like we start discussing each of them in a little bit brief and then give like suggestion how to solve it. What do you think?
Yeah, yeah, sure.
So you talk about hygiene as being one of those issues that can actually ruin relationship. And I agree, as much as it sound like something that you can solve, but that's something that I think some people get offended and then they break up the relationship, especially if you're dating, not marriage wise, because before you get to marriage, you must have already experienced that before, right? But sometimes some people you don't get those habits until you're in a committed relationship. So we talk about that. And then another one, I think I just talked about it, not having enough intimacy, like that
Mm,
quality time in your bedroom. It doesn't always have to be sex, but like, intimacy.
yeah,
I think people confuse intimacy with being intimate, you know?
yeah.
And it's like, are you hugging? Are you kissing? Are you cuddling? Like, or are you the person pushing your partner away and you're
Yeah,
not
that
making.
connection.
Right. Are you just going to bed and just go to sleep? Are you guys not making that special time that you reconnect because you're gone throughout the day? And, when you come back, of course, you're getting ready for the next day and you're getting family ready and everything ready. But then you don't have that time where both of you guys can actually just lay there. It don't always have to be sex. You guys just
Yeah,
lay there and talk about it. Those are some of these issues. And I think before you came on, I said something about, these bedroom issues, you probably don't hear about it when people are in relationship. After the relationship ends, that's when people
that's
start
when.
hearing a whole lot about
Yes,
it. So
yes,
it's beneficial when we know it first, then we start to work on the issue, right?
yes, yes. And the mistake, and the mistake more people make is that they wait to get out of the relationship before they start to talk about it. Okay.
Right.
But why in a relationship, I think is the best time when those things come up, you'll talk about it. You know,
Right.
I remember months ago, I don't know the topic we were discussing, but I said something. I said one thing that keeps a relationship going is to create memorable
Mm.
events.
Yeah.
Memorable event. Okay, you know, have fun. You know, uh, create event and activities that will keep you connected. Like you were talking about intimacy. Intimacy is not just just that 5, 10, 15 minute thing. No, it's what happened after that 5, 10, 15 minute thing. You see, it's what keeps most relationship together. You see.
We got Peterson coming on. Hey, Peterson.
Yep.
How are you?
So
Yeah. I will be with you guys, but I'm driving.
yeah. So
Okay. Are you safe though?
Yeah,
It's,
I'm
you're
good
not
and clear,
holding
but
your phone, right?
I think our phone fell on
oh,
the
what?
floor. That's why.
I said, I hope your phone's on a stand. Don't hold your phone, please.
Yes.
You don't have to tell me
So
that.
Okay, okay. Just want to make sure we gotta be
I'm
safe.
following that. I just want to
All
follow
yeah,
you.
right,
Sophie, as I
cool.
was saying, as I was saying,
Mhm.
cleanliness is something that attract more women to men and also more men to women because, for example, the common problem that women have with men is that bathroom or is that kamota. If you are just in a consistent habit of not lifting that tap and peeing, and then you go all the time and pee all on it, you know, some people get fed up with it. They
Right.
get tired. They get tired talking to you about it, even if it is in your own place. Even if it is in your own place, they don't feel safe. They don't feel safe there anymore because you're not taking good care of your environment. You see, so there are a lot of things that can turn people off in a relationship. There are a lot of things. Okay, see, if you went to visit a guy, I know you're married now, but
Mhm.
just a scenario. If you went to visit a guy and your first time into his place, everywhere smells. The kitchen, you sitting down in a living room, you getting this odor, coming from the kitchen or coming from the bathroom, I call it and stuff. It turns some people off.
It really does. It really does. And when you're done, I'll share a story that I experienced.
Go ahead with your story. Go ahead with your story.
So I remember um there was this guy I was dating. So went on a date. I think we were dating for a good month and then finally went to his dorm. I know they share a common area. But when
Hmm.
you enter, oh my God, the smell in there is like, construction workers in their
Correct.
shoes all right there. And I'm just like, oh, what the heck? So he's like, oh, don't worry, my roommates, they're very, very dirty and everything. But then when you walked into his room, it smells so it's like then I was like, oh, can I use the restroom? Because everybody had their own restroom. Went to
Hmm.
go use the restroom. The towels smell like, oh my God, like armpits. So,
So awful.
so for me, my mouth, I don't know how to shut my mouth. So I asked, I was like, when last did you change your towels? And then he was like, oh, I just put it there this week, like yesterday. I was like, that is not yesterday's smell on your towels. He's like, oh, you're going around sniffing my towel. I said, no, I'm going to go home. Because I drove myself there. I was like, I'm going to go home. Your bed looks like you just made it up, but I promise you, if I open your closet, it's probably a hot mess and everything's going to fall on me. You can
There you
tell
go.
people are clean and people are not clean. Like, people try to pretend that they're clean. It's not about, just be honest with who you are and then people work along with you. But that was it for me. Like I told you guys, I was one of those people. I don't waste my energy on people. Like I don't have time for that. If you're not gonna say straight out and tell me, yeah, that's an issue. How do we? Are you able to help me? How do we fix that? But you want to be defensive and carry on. Oh, you're so picky and blah blah blah, and call me names. Guess what? I'm blocking you.
Right, right. Because that means you have not recognized the problem you have.
Yeah,
And until you recognize it, you're not going to appreciate or help, even if somebody offers to help you. You
right.
see?
For
So,
me, go ahead.
and outside of that, thing that can ruin a relationship is the way you keep conversation. You know, some partners or some people in a relationship don't know what conversation to keep with their partner.
Right.
Okay, okay. And there are also some people they turn every little conversation into an argument.
Exactly.
Into an argument. And there are some conversation that you and your partner shouldn't have at all.
Why?
No, let me be very honest. Let me be very honest. Unless the both of y'all are really mature, highly mature to handle the emotional, or side of it that comes with some conversation, you know, uh, it, uh, outside of that, it shouldn't be held. For example, there are some guys who like to ask their guy, their partner, who was your first boyfriend.
That's so childish.
You, you see, who was your first boyfriend? Those kind of conversation, it creates emotional distress on the other side, especially when that person had a bad experience. I recorded with that person. You see, so there are just some conversation that shouldn't be held between partners. But if you ask for it,
Be ready to handle it.
be ready to handle whatever comes with it. And those kind of things can ruin your relationship, or it can ruin the movement that you guys came together to enjoy. You see, so the kind of conversation that we keep with our partner can either build it or ruin the entire thing.
Okay. So I want us to look at some of the things coming in the comment section, right? So
Okay.
we talk about intimacy, proper grooming yourself. And you guys, I think I said it on here. I love to watch the dating shows because the
Hmm.
questions that the host will ask, I really try to understand like what people are responding to. And a lot of the time, a lot of women will talk about, oh, proper hygiene, like brushing your teeth. You would be shocked how many people don't like to brush their teeth. As simple as it sounds, like, and for me, that's something like I really pay attention to it. And I remember when I first met my husband, he was like, "Oh, what do you like on a guy?" I was like, "Don't ask me that question." Because if I'm dating you already, there was something that I liked on you. And I'm very into like teeth. Like if you're not someone who take pride into cleaning your teeth and like properly grooming your mouth, then I don't know, like we're not gonna pass that conversation because if you have a bad breath, I will tell you. I'm not
Right.
I'm not gonna hold back on it. So looking at it, shaving and stuff, I can understand with shaving. I think most people confuse this because I had a friend that said, if God didn't want me to have hair there, why would I have hair there? But you have
Mm.
to understand there's a proper way how to groom your hair. It don't have to be, you know, out
All over
there
the
like
place.
all over the place. You can groom yourself and still keep hair. But going to this comment, River says first that let's look at cultural sensitivity in some aspects of relationship. In Liberia, a man with hair under his armpit was a turn off in bed, and in America is acceptable. So there's a cultural norm in America where women has to be fully shaved, right?
Hmm.
Legs, like there shouldn't be no hair because they want women to be a more feminine appearance, should be smooth, like when they touch you, that's pretty much what that comes from. But then in Liberia, you know, I guess people have to share. For me, I didn't date in Liberia because I came here a little bit younger. So I don't really know the cultural norm in Liberia. I don't know if you were there and dated a little bit in Liberia, Jimmy, if you can answer to that.
Okay, so see, what I would say is, everywhere that God allow, you know, hair to grow, He has a reason, either a medical reason. If you go to the doctor will tell you that, certain things you shouldn't do on your body. Like me, I used to like, cleaning my chest,
Oh, no, don't do that.
right? But it was my aunt that I grew, that I live with, told me, say, don't never do it.
Yeah.
And then she makes me to understand that every hair that comes on the body is there to protect,
From bacteria.
yes, from bacteria. And she even told me that. When you come from playing soccer, when you are sweating, don't use anything to wipe your skin.
I gotta let it has to dry, then you take a
Yes,
shower because your pores are
yes.
open.
Yes, she said there are holes on the skin that are very tiny. You cannot see with the naked eye. When you
Yeah,
sweating, they open. They open. So if you use a dirty towel and wipe your skin, uh, you are putting a lot of bacteria into the body unknown to yourself.
yeah.
You see. So that's how I start. Now, uh, Africa, Liberia, way back. A lot of men don't keep facial hair. Okay, a lot of men never used to keep facial hair until recent times that I see a lot of people in Liberia now. A lot of guys in Liberia started keeping I call it facial hair, and that's because of the that's because of migration. People come here and they see those things. We watch them over TV, and people like it, and we started practicing it. Now, when it comes to armpit, hair under the arm. When it comes to hair under the arm, I I treat the hair under the arm just as I treat the one down there. In as much as no, I'm being very honest. There are
Gotcha.
even in America, yeah, not everybody like that hair under the arm. Even American, other nationalities, not
Hmm.
everyone like that.
Of
Okay,
course.
no matter how good you smell, but, but there are some people, as long as they see that the hair under the arm is not being shaved, it's a turn off point for them. No matter how nice you smell. Okay.
Or properly groom. I mean, you don't have to like shave it
Yes.
all up if you trimmed it, like
D- d-
proper
d-
trimming because you still don't want to shave all the way because some people get like bumps and things like that. But
Very good.
that's
Yeah,
another way
yeah.
to do that.
Yeah, it almost like in America, one of the reasons why people keep grass in the yard in front of the house is because of erosion. They don't want erosion, yeah, to cause trouble. How to call it in their yard, but they always cut their yard and make it look very good. You see, make the yard look very very good. And, how to call it and attractive. Attractive looks like a playground. So
Yeah.
growing in there very reasonably can be, it's considerable. But just allowing it to be all around the place, look, see, uh, because for me, I grew up on a farm. Okay, I lived most of my life, I call it on the farm. When the
Hmm.
rest, when the rest have reached the stage of busting, where you start seeing the flowers of the rest coming up. you
Yeah.
know Sometimes it falls on the road. So when you are walking, especially in the morning, and where they have been storm overnight, sometimes you going on the farm. When you're walking, the rest are falling all on the road, so you have to take time and push it away, for you to make a path.
Nah.
You see, so
You and
we
your
should
Bible.
we shouldn't we don't have to get to that point. We don't have to get to that point where we start pushing things out of college just to find a path. You see, grown
I got.
grown a
I'm
very
gonna tip my mouth on that one.
you got experience.
I have feelings of because I want to read the comment of Riverside Propos and he personally addressed it to me.
Oh, okay, go ahead. What did he say? She
He said, "Is it true that Pastor girls can be chewing gum while the man killing himself?" I'm trying to finish the sentence.
My brother.
Realize bro. I know. I have to go to my personal group chat and ask again.
Brother know what you talking about. He just want to hear from you.
No,
Brother, I've had.
but some of the and I like this question because some of the other issues that I think in the bedroom are women. I think sometimes women are not very honest with their men. When it comes to being intimate, and
Hmm.
I'm just gonna put it out there: when you're having sex and you're not satisfied, some women are not very honest with their men, and sometimes it's not just because they don't want to. Sometimes men have high ego, and it's funny they don't know the people that give them that ego, that give you men, let me just say you're a man, the people that give you guys the ego is women, because if a woman gave you a feedback and didn't and was really really honest about how she really felt about that moment you just shared, then they could either break your ego or keep it high. But women are usually very deceiving and lie. A lot of women
Yes.
will tell you, "Oh, I was in that relationship and I never climaxed," but you lied. You told that man that you did.
Hmm.
And that's something that I feel like happen in our African community a lot. And I'm really liking how modern women are bold. You know, they're very bold and they will tell you, like, no, like, can you learn my body? Can you learn how and do X, Y, and Z? And most African men do not like that. They do not like for their women to kind of like give them, it's not kind of like giving them direction, but if pleasure is
See,
for both of us, we're supposed to enjoy that.
uh,
Then why can't I share how I feel based on what just happened? So I
see,
think this is a good. This is kind of leading to that. I think that's some of the issue that really ruined relationship, because the women don't feel comfortable sharing back to their man how they feel about their sexual encounter, and then now the relationship kind of stagnant, and then sometimes some activities you do in the relationship during the bedroom section, like, they can't even participate because they feel like they're not enjoying it. What's the point of that?
yeah.
So
See,
mhm,
so that this is what I would say. Many men and women
mhm,
don't don't know how to foreplay,
right,
and I will talk about Liberia because that's where that's where I come from. Most Liberian men and women don't know foreplay.
mm.
They just used to us coming from inside, enter the house, and straight into business. And
Right,
and and here is it. There are two types of women. I'm a man, so I will talk on the other side. There are two types of women.
okay, hmm,
One type consider size, and the other type consider, amusement.
right,
You see? So if a lady that considers size meet up with the wrong size that is under her expectation, that man will be there allocating himself just as Robert said, Pro said, and while she will be chewing her gum. And it's not only I don't want to point it out to a specific group of people,
hmm,
you see, but some women in general,
right,
they really like the size, they really like the heels, a girl look at me, we were just having a conversation, and I call it, we're in a group, we're having a social conversation, and a question was asked. When a guy stand in front of you to approach you, what do you look at? on him.
The teeth, right?
And the guy said, I don't look at your face when I'm talking to you.
Oh,
I look at what you're carrying.
wow.
So
How does he see
yes.
all that?
Oh, well, some of them know, especially from the way the front of the pants, appear, so it's all imagination.
I
And
guess.
the girl said there are several things I can look at on the man, and I can detect, or I mean I can know how you are. And
I
she
said
started she
she's a
started naming.
pro.
She's a pro. She started naming body parts. She said, like, if I look at your hand, or your hand, and this, I call it
Your
the,
forearm.
your forearm, not a muscle, but
I
between the
know.
wrist. Yeah, she said, I look at between the wrist and the elbow. She said, the way your hand look in between there, I can determine how you are. And then she talked.
Wow.
Yes,
I
and
know,
she
I
talked.
know American women will tell you when you look at the person's shoe size, that's what I know. That's what they usually say. That's why I said to say his shoes.
She talked about all of that. She talked about the shoe size. She talked about the toes, nails. I mean, she talked about the toes. She talked about the fingers. She said
Sure.
a whole lot that she can determine what size it is that you carry. You
Oh
see?
Lord.
So she said if she doesn't see the sign of all these things on you, she's not even she's just going to listen for you to have a good conversation. And after that, if she takes the number, she's going to block
So why take the number? Just don't take it.
you.
But let
Yeah.
me say this. That is
So
really, really interesting. Oh,
so and then a guy also was there to say things that he sees on a woman that shows how good she is, on the other side. It was a whole lot of lousy conversation. I was going on, and I as an innocent boy who don't like
don't
talking,
have the innocence
I
of
was
you.
just there.
Not for the
I was just there listening.
You are
I,
innocent, boy. I pick you out. Reverse
I,
pro. Come
I
on,
was
let's
just there
prove
listening.
boy.
Russell Pro, come online and participate, man. Stop giving
No
us hard
man,
time.
he's at work. Reverse pro is at work right now. But that's really interesting. A lot of people think, when they think about things that are causing divorce and relationship, or just because I know I've been laughing all throughout. But when they talk
Hmm.
about, divorce, relationship not working out in modern, in the 21st century, a lot of people look at, oh, lack of money or commitment, blah, blah, blah. But they don't really talk about all these like intimacy issues. Do you
No,
think nowadays a lot of women are putting a higher expectation on a sexual encounter than they're looking at other factors to determine those relationships?
um, see, that's a
Men
very
and
good question.
women, both men and
The-
women.
the- both men and women.
Yeah.
Let me tell you,
Mhm.
um, there are a lot of people who don't base their relationship priority on sex, but there are also a lot more of them that base it on that.
Right.
See, and
Would you say it's like the younger generations
the
compared to
younger
the older?
generation, this younger generation that I call the AI generation, you know, the
Yeah.
the AI generation, with the invention of all those robots and stuff that are replacing men in the bedroom, you know. Look, see, let's be realistic. Let's be realistic. A
Uh-huh.
guy, a guy can never please a woman that is used to electric, that is used to AI. I don't want to call it other name, but I'll just call it AI. Yeah. You can never please you can never please her because in the first place a man doesn't have an energy to match up with an electric with an electric vibrator.
I agree, but then here's another argument. A woman would say, I don't want, especially modern women, and you guys, modern women, I'm talking about, younger generation, like women like myself, will argue and say, I want to limit my body counts and I'm single. I don't want
Hmm.
to go around to different people. So why can't I use that? So my question here is because we're talking about bedroom issues that may, so let's say a woman is used to that and then now met a gentleman that she's with and she still have those, adult toys. Let's just call it that.
Yeah.
Have
Hmm.
that. And then she wants to transition into her relationship, but she also like that and want to make that part of the relationship. Should that be something that the partner should not agree to, or that's something that because maybe that's something that helped her to transition into the relationship, and then the man on the other side doesn't want to. Should that be some of the issues that a couple could have, and saying you want to continuously use that? Is that some of the common issues?
Fee, I think this is a topic that we need to find a day to discuss. But let me
Okay.
just let me just come in a little bit.
Mhm.
No man want anything to substitute him over
Okay.
there. Because here is the thing: when a woman get addicted to that, the man has lost his respect if he cannot match up with that energy.
So, but she's cooperating him, right? And you guys, I'm just playing the devil's advocate here, right? So
Hmm.
she's cooperating him into that activity. It's not like she's trying to eliminate him. Do you think that's him just having his ego issues and saying that no? Because they do have this one that works for couples, right? So what if she's like, no, I want us to be
So
part of it. What if that's something that she has a problem with it, but you have a problem because she wants to incorporate that in the relationship?
it has to be an agreement. If the man likes it,
Okay.
if the man likes it, then yeah, adequate is fine. But
Okay.
but the advantage, the disadvantage there for the man is that there are some of those that are way oversized than than the man. So
Lord have mercy. What's going on?
if the woman is used to that oversized, oversized kind of thing that is way below you as a man, there is nothing you can do over there that way that way I actually please her.
I agree. I agree.
You,
Just wanted
you
to ask
see?
that question. I agree. So let's go to the comment here, right? River says, "Bro, say, do you guys recommend taking bedroom issues to counselor, pastors, or trusted individual if you yourself cannot resolve it? Why and why not?" Um, if I'm being honest, I would say no, unless it's really that severe that you're about to go for divorce, and that could be part of your divorce counseling. But I feel like bedroom issues is something where either you both are on the same page or you're not. And if you're not on the same page, you both need to figure out how to get on the same page, because it's all about, I feel like that part of your relationship is where you renew your love for each other. Because if you can't figure that out and compromise and see where it is you can meet in the middle, it's somebody asking for something that is way beyond your control. or is it, let's just say, is it a medical issue? If it's a medical issue, then yeah, you definitely need to talk to, a physician or somebody that can counsel you and help you how to go through that process of healing.
Hmm.
But I feel like going to a pastor, I mean, what would a
Look,
pastor
look,
say? I'm not
look,
sure on this
look.
one. Go ahead.
See,
Hmm.
see, uh, the counselor or the pastor should have nothing to do with this.
Yeah.
If because if that is not happening, if you are a man, talk to a urologist.
Right.
If 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 you're a woman, you talk to a gynecologist. You know, and they will be the best people to advise you on what to do.
Well, I mean, if they're having intimacy level, I don't know if it's about whatsoever. I think he's just talking about this based on the topic. Because of
Yeah,
urology, I don't think they're really certified in that area to talk to you about your sexual
they are
life.
not. They are not
Maybe,
unless
yeah.
for the consular area. You know, you're talking about lawyer. Lawyer, it should only reach a lawyer if it is an issue that it going into divorce. Okay.
No, no, he didn't say lawyer. I'm the one who said maybe if you're
No,
having a divorce, maybe now it's like you're doing
no,
counseling, right?
I'm looking at the counselor that he has here. You
Oh,
know,
okay.
yeah, I'm
Well,
looking
it
at the
could be, it could be, your marital counselor that you counsel with through the church before, or they do have relationship therapy, right? That you can go through. I don't know if that's what you mean by counseling. If it's that
listen.
bad and you really want to work it out and you both can reach each other, you can go through a marital counseling, where you're talking about different issue. Maybe that's what's adding to that problem with intimacy level.
They have sex counselors. Okay, they have sex counselors that you can talk to. You can talk to a sex counselor. You can talk to a urologist if you think it is something that has to do with medical issue. You talk to a urologist if you are a man. Okay, but your pastor should not be involved with your bedroom issue. The
Right.
only
I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
the only people I believe should be involved with your bedroom issue if you're a man. If you're a man, you talk to your father or your mother. The woman talk to her mom.
Right.
You see,
Well, he
if
did
you
say,
think
are there anybody like a trusted friend or, he said, pastor, trust that individual. Yeah, I guess that could be your family member, I guess. For
I
me,
I
I wouldn't talk to
I,
any of
I
them.
will not talk to any trusted friend about this kind of issue in my
Yeah.
relationship. I
Yeah.
I would talk I would talk to my mom. I would talk to my dad.
Yeah. I think those are the only two people in your family you can
Yes.
literally talk to. I wouldn't talk to my siblings about it because I feel
No.
like
No.
that would be wrong.
It would be
Your
wrong.
mom will definitely give you, it might be a very sticky conversation too with me if I'm talking to my mom. I really do truly think like if it's something sexual, you both should be able to have a conversation and figure it out. Do research. Like put games
You both
into your bedroom lives, like
you
what it is.
both it's always good. It's always good for you both to talk about it and find a solution together.
Yeah, yeah.
But you see where it's going to go to the parent is the time where the other person is not willing to to
Hi,
to to,
Joy. How are you? Sorry.
to work with the other person. Then now, okay, for example, I'm not saying that is what happened in my relationship, but if my girlfriend or my wife is having issue with with giving me my regular meal, you know, and
That man is terrible.
and I talked to her, about it, and she's not paying any attention. I can talk to her mom. I can
Really?
talk.
You'd be comfortable talking to her mom?
Yes, yes. I feel very comfortable talking to her mom because you know what? Her mom is the only person that will talk to her and educate her well. If I talk to my mom and my mom go to talk to her, she may think that my mom is seeking my interest. But
Gotcha.
if her mom talk to her, if her mom talk to her, she will make her understand what it takes to save your marriage, to save your relationship. And if you want to keep this person, this is what you need to do. Or
So,
else,
so I guess it depends on the individual, then the type of relationship they build with each other in-laws.
hmm
Because some in-laws is not, it's not, that conversation can be very uncomfortable. But if that's what works for some people, I guess. For me, I would just say, I think because I'm so kind of like private with so many things in my life, so
and
I really try to dig deep into it.
uh, and feed and and feed. This is what I always say. The relationship has no specific formula. It's not like
Gotcha.
mathematics. It's not like mathematics. Okay, what works for you
Yeah.
may not work for me,
Gotcha.
and I call it, and vice versa. So the way you handle issue in your relationship may be completely different from how I handle it.
That's
So,
true.
you know, yeah, so that's why when I'm talking to people about relationship issue, I do not make it to seem like it's the only way.
Gotcha.
I always say if this was in my case, this is how I would deal with it. I would not say, I wouldn't say go do it this way, go do it that way. Like I'm imposing my, yeah.
Ideal on them. Yeah.
Yes, you see, so I always say if this was in my case, this is how I would do it.
So
And
okay.
it
So
and if you would like to try it, yeah, I mean, I call it, you can give it a try and see how it works for you too. I call it,
right.
you understand?
Yeah.
I call it, because in the first place, I'm in a relationship with a different person, and you are in a relationship with a different, completely different, you know, individual. You
Right.
see? So um you may not feel comfortable talking to your in-law, I mean your mother-in-law or father-in-law about it, and but I may feel very comfortable talking to my
Right.
mother-in-law,
Because you
talking to
built
my
that
mother-in-law,
relationship, right? Yeah.
depending, yes, yes,
Right. So
depending that,
here's another. I guess we can cover this last one and try to close.
yeah.
So let's just say, most relationship when people get in, they have that sexual chemistry, and
Mm-hmm.
everything's great, everything's good, everybody's like, yes, oh, this is the person, we are compatible. And then throughout the course of that relationship, a lot of people, just start to die down, get comfortable and things like that. And I think where it goes to, how people look, their looks in general, how they look, how they take care of themselves, and they become so comfortable and let go of a lot of things that they feel like, it's not a problem. I got her now, or I got him now. Where am I going? Like the things they used to do to impress their partner. And you guys, I started this out by saying myself, I put myself on the microscope here. My whole pajamas game have dropped.
There you go, there you go. You see, uh, 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 let me tell you this, Fee. Let me tell you this, eh?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And I would I would tell you this for free, and those of our listeners who are listening or will watch it later. never feel too comfortable in your relationship
That's
until
true.
you forget the things that once attracted your partner to you.
That's true.
When you miss out on those things, you are giving him a different woman in you, different from the woman he first met, or different from the man she first met.
Gotcha.
Listen, I'm one person, I don't believe in first impression.
Hmm.
It is good. It is good. But if I impress you for the first time, I should be in a position to always impress you.
So it should be called lasting impression, right? Instead
Last
of first impression.
instead of first impression, because if you created something that makes the person to get attracted to you, and later on you remove that, he is getting a different woman in you, not the woman he met the first time, or not a man she met the first time.
Well, I could
If
argue like life
if,
courses
if,
change though.
if you met her the first time, if you met her, how to call it, in the first month, you guys were going for dinner every weekend, and you make her to get used to that, and then you just cut it off, you make her life boring. If y'all used to go out, every time y'all used to go out, and then you cut it off for no reasonable reason, you make her life or his life boring. Like
Well,
you,
life does get adjusted though.
let me talk to you now for the final time
Uh-huh.
for today. The pajama issue.
It's not an issue, okay? I didn't know it was an issue until he pointed
And
out
yeah,
that he liked the
you
other
see,
one.
so my brother got very interested in seeing a particular one, and then out of a sudden you you change it to an Asian one. My sister, go back go back to the modern one
Oh,
that keeps
please
it
move on it.
that go back to the modern one that keeps the man home.
He
Hmm.
all at home anyways.
Yeah, but look, uh, 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 uh,
No, I
my
think
and
I think that night, right? Sorry, I don't mean to call you up, but I think that night is because I
my
have
big
more
sister.
time. I have more
Let me end,
time, so I could
let me
literally
end with
plan
this.
what I was wearing to bed.
Let me end with this. Let me end with this fee.
Uh-huh.
M- My big sister, she had a very decent house. She and her husband, and that call it sometimes soon in the morning on a Saturday. We'll go help her to clean up and stuff like that. So every time we went in the house soon, or sometimes when we sleep over, she would be in this morning rose. She'll be in this morning rose, and I would be about I call it about sis. I call it, yeah, you can't be wearing this. She said, you can I'm wearing it for you. I'm wearing it for my man.
That's right.
He
I
said,
know that's right.
she said, I'm wearing it for my man. Do
And
you
you're like,
want
hey,
me?
let's go back. Where you came from?
Yeah, yeah. She said, do you want me to be in front of my man, and be
Oh
looking like
my goodness.
I own everything around here? She said, no. I make him know that he own everything around here,
Oh, look at you.
and
Oh, come
everything
on.
and everything is accessible to him. I say,
I
oh, oh,
guess so.
I say, but I understand. But at least when you come in outside, know that we here. She said, I don't forget that you're in the hotel.
No,
Yeah, you see?
listen. When you are all running on the 3 hours of sleep and you gotta just get sleep in, nobody planning pajamas. But that night, I really planned it. I was like, oh,
No,
because I've been
my
going
dear,
through my clothes.
my dear.
Listen, Jimmy, listen. I've been going through my clothes. I've actually getting back to my weight I used to be. So all my things I packed away when I just had a baby. Everything's starting to fit against the how it should fit. So I found this pajamas and then I wore it. I didn't know he didn't even tell me he liked it. So now I found something else to wear just to throw it on. I got home almost like 1 a.m. that morning, gotta wake up by 4. So I just put something on top of my head and I went to go lay down and said, oh, that's why you wearing today?
That kind of arcade thing.
He said, oh, but I really like the other one you were wearing, the other nail.
You see? So
So
so you
now
see,
on the weekend, I gotta find the other one there, and just put it somewhere. So, but when I first came here, I'll go to the old lady one.
you see. So you already know. You already
No,
know.
I mean I know what he likes. It's just because
Uh-huh.
of timing. Sometimes we all have to understand too. Sometimes, and I think he's very understanding. But I do get it. It's just I'm
Look,
somebody who really take pride into how I look.
see,
I care about
see,
that a lot. But sometimes life circumstances can make you know, you have to adjust. Not every night we're gonna come to
see,
bed looking like that the
see,
madame you met the first time. No.
see, see, see. I'm glad the kids don't sleep in your room. They
No,
got
they
their own room.
don't. Yeah.
After the- while you are busy in the house, there's a pajama for that.
I beg you, leave me alone, Jimmy. Please leave
When
me
you
alone.
come, when you come, when you come to bed, when you come to bed, mm, put on put on a bed pajama, a bedroom pajama. You know, Eh, and there are certain slippers, and there are certain slippers that are only worn in a room.
Mhm. I
You
guess
see,
so. Mm.
you guess it, but that's the fact. They got bedroom slippers, they got shower slippers.
Jimmy, leave me alone. They're talking now about me. Leave
So
me.
please open up this
But
topic
I
and
am,
forget about my sister, okay?
I know, right? Leave me now.
okay. I see your. That was my closing statement. So,
So you're supposed to send me on me. Yeah, leave me. You don't know. I have a 2-year-old. She just turned 2, so there's a whole lot of adjustment going on. So you guys, I don't mind being transparent, but apparently y'all be looking at the pajamas. Then that's some of the issues too. So
look,
ladies, let's fix the
see,
pajamas.
see. There are certain things myself like to buy for my woman.
Okay, Jimmy.
You see, and and I'm not saying she can buy for herself, but she know what I like, even when she buying for herself. And you see,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the mistake most women make.
Where?
They don't buy what, or they don't dress the way their men like for them to be dressed. Look,
So what about okay. You talk a lot about women. I'm the only woman on here. What about what women like for men to wear to bed?
very good. You know, I tell you, I tell her, I say, oh, I got honey, this will look good on me. I mean, for the night, what do you think?
Okay.
Uh, no, okay, I call it, but this one will be better. I go ahead and wait. You know, I go ahead and wait.
All
Look,
right, ladies, just to solve the problem, maybe don't wear no pajamas to bed. How about that?
look, well, I'm pretty comfortable with that. If you want to live in the Garden of Eden, we live there.
Jimmy, you know what? Leave me alone. You guys, thank you so much for watching. We're about to close the show, man. But in closing, no, all joke aside, no, we're laughing, but these are really some serious issues in relationship that people really go through that relationship are breaking and family are fall apart for some of these issues. It might sound simple and easy, and people are like, oh, you broke up with a man because he ain't brush your teeth. Why ain't you show you how to brush your teeth? No, it's not the fact that he can't brush your teeth or someone who don't like cleaning. When you clean up, the room, the bedroom, they take the wet towels, put it there. Those are those little petty
Yeah,
petty things that
yeah,
really do, especially in the modern society where a lot of people are stressed and they're just looking for something just to take them off and then just say,
yeah.
you know what, I say I want to be by myself. But
Mm-hmm.
we talk about this laughing and all these things, but these are very, very serious issues that are dear to men and women. A lot of women will say, oh, I don't like that he doesn't do X, Y, and Z during our intimacy. Or the man might say, oh, she's totally disengaged and she's not paying attention to what's going on. Or like how I started, are you taking not just the sexual part of it, but are you laying in bed? Are you going to bed a little bit, maybe 20 minutes earlier than you actually go to bed, and just have that intimate moment, lay on each other, and just talk about things that are
Yeah,
not job related, things that you care about. Maybe there are some changes about you or your relationship that you guys can just talk about. Those are some of the bedroom issues that if people don't feel comfortable to talk about, they might have issues with that. And then you start seeing people grow separately. They don't feel comfortable talking. I
yeah,
heard I heard a lady said that her relationship, they were together for 10 years, and it's kind of trending now where people been together 10, 15 years, then they break up. It's like that build up is like, I feel like I can't talk to him about anything. And she said it's
there's
not
no
just about,
connection.
the connection is not there. And I think people have to understand that as time goes on in your relationship, you are growing individually, but you have to make that time to reconnect so you can grow together. And part of that is in your bedroom. If that is the most quieter moment and sacred space that you can actually make your love and your relationship grow. And if you can't do that, how are you going to run the family unit, right? So
Yeah,
I think it was a really great topic, and I'm glad we talked about it. If you guys can share, encourage people. So we will be here again tomorrow. Other than that, I don't have anything else to add. I don't know if Peterson is able to add anything or charm anything in. I know he was driving. Um, if he reaches destination already. Thank you guys so much.
Yes,
Yeah.
thanks so much. I was like, wow, this is a great topic today, and
Mhm.
we
Thank
are not
you.
part of it.
I
So
know.
I just want to say thank you guys. You did
Thank you.
your best. You did extremely well.
Thank you.
And I think all of what you discussed
Yeah.
people want
Oh, the network. We couldn't hear you.
go down.
the man babolu away.
Say LIB. LEC gone.
Uh,
Oh, really? Are you not getting me?
Yeah. Yeah, we couldn't hear you.
Oh, okay. No, I was saying that all of what you discussed, they are all reason for what your relationship, why people relationship can go down. So thank you so much. You did extremely well. I think
Thank you.
next topics we are going to be part of it. But what I was trying to hear from you guys, I did not hear is have to do with some women. I
Mhm.
They always take this birthday issue to be major thing, and if they are loved one, they
Yeah.
forget about birthday. I mean, they take that seriously, and oh, you don't remember my birthday, you don't do this, and a lot of relationships sometimes, it start going behind for that. Those smaller things are things that people need to look at and see the significance of it. And I think my brother touched it and talk about communication. That is very key.
Yeah,
Communication, know what to say at what time. And
yeah.
you reach somewhere and you go into Jerusalem, and then you're talking about Egypt. I mean, then everything is
Yeah.
everything is just that way. There will be
Hmm.
no attention any longer. So I mean, thank you so much. We're going to be part of it tomorrow by the grace of God.
Amen. Thank you so much for that. Thank you guys. Jimmy, you
And,
want to give
and
your closing?
yeah, and fee, especially for the women, most women, especially the over religious ones,
Mhm.
they use religion to suppress their partner, to what is the word that we used the other time we were discussing, um how do you call it, um but anyway, they hide under the canopy of religion to displease their relationship, you
Right.
know. I was watching this movie, and this lady, was like, I call it. She wanted to, have the midnight fellowship. I call it with her husband, and and the man was there. He was tired. He was not in the mood at all. But she wants it. So the man was there. Okay, come put me in the mood. She said she can't subdue, uh, her husband. She said, it is against my practice, I call it, for me to do that.
What?
Yes. So, I think
What
the
practice?
movie,
What religion?
she says she's a Christian. The movie is called the movie. I will find the name and send it to you. I will find
Send
the
it
name and
to me,
send it
please. I will watch that movie now.
to you know,
Maybe I can make
and
it one of our date night movie.
and 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 she and the man, when they even in bed, she wear this kind of long dress that will sweep the entire house when she's walking. So the man be like, how do you expect me to be very intimate with you when you're dressing like this? You see, so
I think I
Nah,
watched that
listen,
movie.
nah, don't be dressed like that, big yo,
I
yeah.
think I think I watched that movies before.
you see, so I brought this in because it is very important for us to look at it, how many people use religion as, religion to manipulate,
Sorry, give me one moment. I'll be back.
they use religion to manipulate other people. You see, so as a result of that, the man was
Sorry,
not
I was
comfortable.
cooking my food on burn.
Okay, so because of her so-called religious practice, she and the man didn't have that intimate, I call that intimate, that intimacy between them. You see,
Wow.
so uh, it is very important for us to mention that, because religion is, should not have anything to do on your relation, because even the Bible, when you are married, the Bible says before you fast, you should talk to your partner. Let him or her agree. You come to agreement that you are fasting, and because of that, so day you want to, uh and let both of you agree. But outside of that, when the man is not in the know, or the woman is not in the know, and she want to have a fellowship, you better put your religion, aside, and you incorporate. You see, so common bedroom issues can ruin a relationship. It's not just cheating. It's not just cheating outside with another partner that can ruin a relationship, but simple things that we have discussed here tonight. Your personal hygiene, you know, your mode of communication. how you have conversation, how you keep conversation with your partner. Those things are very important, and we should not overlook them in our relationship if we want, if you know, if we are getting into a long-term relationship. So thank you very much for the time. I
Thank
think
you.
it's 7 o'clock already over there with
Yeah.
you, T, and
Yeah.
it's 6 o'clock here. So thank you very much, and I look forward to tomorrow uh, for another, fascinating discussion.
Thank you so much. Thank you guys. Thank you to our viewer. Thank you, River Says Pro, for always coming in the comment section and giving us some, things to think about. Thank you, Peterson. Thank you, each and every one of the guys. Please, please, please share the show. Make sure you share, invite others to join as well. We'll be here again tomorrow at 5 o'clock. By the grace of God, we'll let you know what the topic is. All right. Thank you. You guys have a great, great evening and great Sunday.
Bye.
All right. Bye bye. All right. Take care, guys.